face down on a bed of nails. I swallowed a pill. Welcome to your new reality. Is it everything that you thought it would be? Slow fade eternally. Is this what you wanted? Welcome to your new reality. Is it everything that you thought it would be? Slow fade eternally. Is this what you wanted?
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of JWF here on the All Access channel. Tonight we have an interesting match for the JWF Internet Championship. We've seen Jaxsin Law come out, as only the law of the land does, with a win over Devin Daniels at Backyard Mania 2 to become the JWF Internet Champion. On the flip side to that, also at Backyard Mania 2, we've seen Aaralynn come out with a debut victory against her opponent, Grim Reaper. Tonight, here on JWF, Jaxsin Law looks to defend his Internet Championship for the very first time against Aaralynn in only her second match. But there's an interesting twist to that. Her father, Tommy the Man Merriman, has been appointed the special guest referee. And if Tommy can call this match down the middle, he will be rewarded with an opportunity at this very Internet Championship in the future. Interesting stipulation, but before we get to this match, we're gonna hear from the JWF Internet Champion. Of course, if there's one thing that Jaxsin Law loves to do, it's put people in the slammer, win championships, and talk about himself. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. Let's hear from the JWF Internet Champion, the law of the land, Jaxsin Law.
I've spent years here in JWF chasing the top championship, chasing the monster Jacoby, chasing the JWF championship until I earned an opportunity. I took an opportunity and I claimed the JWF Internet Championship from Devin Daniels, a man, a kid, who isn't worth holding a championship here. It's time for the real men to step up here in JWF and take what they want. Take what they deserve. People for years have told me that I didn't tell my own story, that I didn't write my own book, that I let everybody do it for me. That for years I've been chasing something that I don't deserve, that I can't handle having. And then now they've got the deck stacked against me again. When I couldn't get the JWF Championship, I took the Internet Championship. And Aaralynn, you think you're gonna come out here right as rain, shining bright like the sun, and take the Internet Championship from me with your daddy by your side? Stacking the deck against the law of the land? Well, the deck's been against me since day one. You think you've got it all sorted out, don't you? Like a reflection, you think you know what's gonna be coming out on the other side. But like a broken mirror, that reflection is scattered into 1,000 pieces. You're trying to live in your father's shadow, trying to pull off what your dad pulled off time and time again by beating the law of the land. The problem therein lies is you are not your dad. You are merely a shadow of the man he thinks he can be, the man he used to be. Aaralynn, you are no Merriman. And that is a fact that I aim to prove. That is written in stone. That is so decreed by the law of the land. For years I tried, and I continue trying. But try as I may, I was never able to beat a Merriman. But that changes when you step into the ring with the law of the land, the Internet Championship on the line. You will not live up to what he set in stone. You will not raise the bar that he has put in front of you. You will not win when you step in the ring with the law of the land, whether your dad is the referee or not. I always stand tall, and I will always be your JWF Internet Champion.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The law of the land is ready to go. He's ready to defend that Internet Championship tonight, and he doesn't care if Tommy Merriman is a special guest referee or not. Well, with that being said, let's get to it. JWF Internet Championship is on the line as Jaxsin Law defends against Aaralynn.
Yep.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy the Man Merriman on his way to the ring as he is tonight's special guest referee. And Tommy Merriman looks to just be happy to be back in the ring. And here comes the man who had a lot to say earlier in the episode. Here is your internet champion, Jaxsin Law, who is ready for battle. And it's going to be an uphill battle for sure, with not only going against Aaralynn, who's had a huge win over Grim Reaper, but also has to deal with his old arch nemesis, Tommy the Man Merriman, as special guest referee.
I've got a title, you bought a ticket to see me.
And now we're about to be joined by Aaralynn, and she has made quite the name for herself in the early goings here of JWF, knocking off Grim Reaper at Backyard Mania 2. Tonight, she looks for an opportunity at capturing the JWF Internet Championship. Will that come to fruition here tonight for Aaralynn, or will Jaxsin Law find a way to retain against all odds with Tommy Merriman as the special guest referee?
Pipsqueak living in her daddy's shadow.
Well, he's your rep, so.
If she's anything like her dad, then you definitely have something to be worried about.
Dad?
she's anything like her dad, she's definitely got something to worry about.
Because he's probably not the closest you're going to be able to get to it.
It's already mine.
Hey, it's already hit.
It's already mine.
Jackson, you ready?
Yeah.
Right down the middle.
All right, let's go. We're in the boat.
First of all, why are you even out here? What is your business here? You got this beautiful.
What?
What you going to say?
What do you
And
call that?
Aaralynn with the first
I said you
strikes
don't be
here,
harder
but
than that.
had no
What are you
effect
trying to do?
on Jaxsin Law.
Aaralynn, come on.
Slap it.
Oh, come on. Jackson's just toying with Aaralynn, but it didn't work out for him. She kicked low, and she's on the attack here. Basement drop kick by Aaralynn sends the champion to the outside.
Come on.
Move, fatty.
I need you back in the ring.
Get
Come
out
on.
here,
There's
Blueberry.
one.
Thanks for that, Blueberry.
Jackson, come on, man.
I got till 10.
Oh, there's 2.
Are you really having a crybaby?
I will count faster.
3, 4.
Head face a girl?
5. Come on, gotta bring it back in.
All he's gonna do is cost his daughter the title if he counts me out. So
6.
I keep the title on a count out. Duh.
And here we go. Looks like this match is back on track here as Jackson ducks Aaralynn here. He's just playing mind games.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop messing with you. Come here. Come on.
And there they go for the tie-up again. And Jaxsin Law once again playing games with Aaralynn. And I think he might be underestimating her. We've seen what she did to Grim Reaper back at Albania too. She has the ability to knock off Jackson for that championship here tonight.
Why they keep putting me against
The
this
side headlock applied
little kid?
by Jaxsin Law.
Listen to them.
Hard left hands by Aaralynn. She gets out of the headlock.
Watch it. Kick it.
She continues the onslaught here on Law. Can she capitalize?
Swing his leg. Swing his leg.
A boot by Jaxsin Law. And so far, you have to give it to Tommy Merriman. He, for the most part, has been right down the middle. He has not played more in favor of Aaralynn. Jaxsin Law now choking Aaralynn in the corner.
Back it off. Back it off.
Back off.
And it doesn't matter who Jaxsin Law's in the ring with. He is going to continue to do these dirty tricks as he just did. Well, now, splash Aaralynn in the corner. And a big clothesline
You all right?
by Jaxsin Law.
Hard hit.
Jesus, why doesn't she
He's
stay
just
down?
methodically tearing Aaralynn apart. Big splash on the opposite side of the ring. Goes for it again, and no, she moved out of the way this time. And she comes in.
All right, Aaralynn.
Hard right shots.
Qualify you now. All right, back it up.
Tommy doing a great job. Jackson's in the corner. He's separating Aaralynn, trying to get him out of the corner. Splash by Aaralynn. And Jaxsin Law goes for the cover here, and it's a 2 count.
Count.
Close.
Are you too fat that you're breaking the ring?
Oh, hey, watch those close fists.
Watch those close
And now,
fists.
Aaralynn and Jackson trading blows here. Jackson steals a page out of the book of Fletch. And Jackson might want to be careful. You don't want to bring Fletch back into things here. That might not fare well for Jaxsin Law. We've seen Fletch as a special guest referee of his own right at Backyard Mania 2 in the match between Brantley Merriman and the Monster Jacoby. And now, Jaxsin Law, no, he's got his feet on the ropes, but it didn't work out for him. Aaralynn still kicks out at 2. Hard right hand from Law. Gets Aaralynn up. What's he got in mind here? TKO! TKO on Aaralynn. Goes for the cover. Once again, puts his feet on the ropes. Damn it! Come on!
His legs are on the ropes. Come on. Bro.
Jaxsin Law is still the internet champion by putting his feet on the ropes. Aaralynn tells Tommy Merriman that his feet were on the ropes, but Tommy didn't see it. The match is officially over. This is not gonna end well, I have a feeling, between Tommy and Aaralynn. Oh! Aaralynn shoves Tommy away. Despite all of that, ladies and gentlemen, Jaxsin Law is still the JWF Internet Champion.
And there you have it. The dirty tactics of Jaxsin Law continue. And he successfully defends his Internet Championship. And Tommy Merriman definitely missed a step there. And Aaralynn doesn't seem too thrilled to see that Tommy Merriman unintentionally cost her an Internet Championship here tonight at JWF. Tensions continue to boil over here in JWF, but only time will tell. We can tell you this one thing though: Tommy Merriman called this match down the middle as he seen fit, which means he will get a future opportunity to have a match to see if he is a worthy contender for Jaxsin Law's Internet Championship. And I will make the announcement of that match right here, right now. It will be a fatal 4-way match. Devin Daniels, Patrick O'Reilly, Tommy Merriman, and Aaralynn in a fatal 4-way where the winner gets a future opportunity at Relentless against Jaxsin Law for the Internet Championship. Things just continue to heat up here at Jacoby Wrestling Federation. But tonight's coming to a close. We've seen Jaxsin Law successfully retain the Internet Championship. We've seen things boil between Aaralynn and Tommy Merriman, and now we know that they will face off in a fatal 4-way with a championship title opportunity looming as well. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us here. Continue to support right here on the XW All Access channel. Until next time, JWF Galaxy, we'll see you.